Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks once again for tuning in and hanging out with your nerdy friend. It's Bree, aka Nerdy. How you doing? So, obviously, if you clicked on this video, you are somebody who's either been drawing or you're new to drawing. And if that's the case, welcome to the art world. We need you. We always need more artists. There's always never going to be a shortage of artists. Or actually, too many artists, I should say. So, what's their style? How do you find your style? Or better yet, what is the true definition of style? And the true definition of style is something that one of my friends from art school told me while we were actually inside the art lab drawing one night. And when he told me this, it just kind of rocked my world, man. I was like, yeah, I've never, I've never heard it put this way before. It just blew my brain. And you know, to save you $90,000 of a college education, I'm just gonna tell you right now. Essentially, what he told me was, hey, Breland, because I was trying to draw a style. Breland is my real name, by the way. He said, Breland, I said, you know, you're trying to draw this character in the style. He's like, but you know, style is really nothing more than how a artist solves a problem. And I was like, when he told me that, at first I was like, what? He was like, yeah, style is nothing more than how an artist draws a problem. How they draw a hand, how they draw a face, how they draw some feet. That is style. And then it was like one of those moments I was like, oh my god. I've been looking at this all wrong, you know? If you really want to get to the root of how to find your style, or essentially how to draw in any style, what you need to do is find a character that you like and you draw them without looking at any reference. And then what you do is you go find some artists maybe that you like already. When you look at their artwork, really think about what you're looking at. Do you like their artwork for how it looks? Or do you like their artwork because it reminds you of how you draw something? And if it reminds you something of how you draw something, maybe you look at a few more of their drawings and see like, oh, this is how they're drawing hands. Like, oh, this is how I draw hands. Oh, this is how they're drawing feet. Like, I don't draw feet like that, but I actually kind of like that style. Or I actually kind of like that way. The equation to help you figure out the challenge that you're having. The stylistic challenge that you're having. And that is how you figure out how to draw any style that might be put in front of you. And if you're a concept artist, or if you're trying to become a concept artist, that one skill right there is so invaluable. Being able to look at, like, say you go into a studio, or say you go into a new project and they have a certain set style already, and by style it means look, then you have to be able to understand what is being shown in that look. Is it very square? Is it very mechanical? Is it round? Is it volumetric? Does it have a lot of lines in it? How do they shade things? How do they tell movement, roundness? How do they show that they put an element in 3D space? And then you have to be able to mimic that and then essentially draw it and match what's going on in the production. And that right there, once you learn to master that, that takes you to a whole nother level. It takes you to a level of being able to jump into any situation and just draw, and actually draw with an understanding of where you're trying to get to, not just looking at a picture and copying it. So that's my advice. That's how you pull out style. That's how you achieve style. That's how you find your own style, but that's also how you can draw in any style. So how does that help you moving forward if you're a new artist, or if you're an artist already? How do you draw multiple styles? First, you have to figure out what that artist is doing that you're trying to mimic, or that you are trying to achieve to, and then you have to really understand and digest that. The biggest advice I can give to you is take a character or a show, whatever that you like, and then try to just draw that character without really looking at any reference. You know, just kind of draw it in your own way, how you see it in your brain. And then when you have that picture, just go to Google, go to Reddit, go to Pinterest, wherever you'd like to find reference, and then try to just type in that character's name and see if there's somebody that has drawn that character the way you have. Just look for certain things, like how they draw an eye, how they draw the outline or the silhouette of a character, how they do fine details. Certain things that when you look at your drawing and you see theirs, you see similarities. I know you probably heard it before. If not, this is the saying that everybody says. You know, good artists borrow, but great artists steal. Right? They steal what people were doing in the past, and really by stealing, that means we're taking something that someone else is doing, that someone was a professional at doing in their time, and we're like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna use this. Obviously, that's how art has advanced: perspective, colors. Picasso, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, and then you look at what you're doing now. You got your Jim Lees, you got your like I said, Dave Marquez's, you got your Stuart Imons, you got Todd McFarlane. If you're a writer, you got Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby alone has revolutionized what comic books design and character design is. And then the next phase of that is what Marvel Cinematic Universe artists are doing, like Eddie Park and all them. So these things are things that you have to be able to look at for yourself when you are becoming a new artist. Yeah. So that's style in a nutshell. 2021 is going to be your year. Love yourself, love your art, draw more, and as always, people, stay nerdy.